Now the line of Shem reached forward to the Abram of the start. Lived at Chaldea 75 years before he would depart. Had no son of his own, but adopted Lot, the nephew of his hand. Haran, son and brother also of his Sarai of the land. Wife, the daughter of his brother, Haran of the line. Family in tight relation as the priest records the sign. Abram was a man of sagacity in every thought, persuading every hearer, not mistaken in the light of his opinions. He was righteous and the wisest of the day, and he ventured to be first to publish what no man would say, that there was but one God, creator of the universe, and the other gods, if any, contributed the burst of helping happen, only by appointment from the one. Not of their own power, the priest records the doctrine spun. This his opinion came from observation of the sky. Irregular the bodies of the celestial passing by. Why?
Abram was the first to publish. There was one creator of the universe, the maker. Other gods were subjects to the holy.
One. It's the argument the priest records from Abram's school. If these bodies had a power of their own to follow rule, they would certainly preserve their regular and steady course, but they do not preserve such regularity and force. Therefore they are subservient to him that gives commands, not autonomous but ruled by the maker of the lands. To him alone we ought to offer honor for the help that we get from sun and moon and stars in every step. This the reasoning of Abram, first philosopher of one, first believer in the maker by the priest records the sun and the moon. The stars themselves were proof of holy hand, for their irregularity revealed the holy plan. Chaldeans raised a tumult when they heard the doctrine spoke. Mesopotamians too against the prophet had revoked their old hospitality and pressed against his head. So he left at the command of God, the priest records he fled.
Abram was the first to publish. There was one creator of the universe, the maker. Other gods were subject to the holy.
One. Came at the command and by the assistance of the Lord to the land of Canaan, where he settled with his ward. Built an altar there and offered sacrifice to God. Marked the territory of the family upon the side. Now Josephus the Chaldean mentions Abram without name, in the 10th generation after flood among the Chaldee frame. Man among the Chaldeans, righteous, great and skilled in stars, celestial science, he was known for under heaven's bars.
Did more than barely mention this. Our father composed and left behind a book about him, bothering to write the full account. The priest records a testimony. Greeks among my readers wrote whole volumes of his memory. Nicholas of Damascus said Abram from the Chaldee reigned in Damascus as a fop in the traveling freight. Name of Abram still is famous in Damascus to this day. Shown a village from him called habitation of Abram the way.
Abram in the Hebrew is exalted,
father of the line.
Abram was his name before the
name was a sign.
Haran in the Hebrew is the
doctrine of the one,
the Lord, the maker of the
heavens and the sun.
Abram published first against the pagan tide,
first philosopher of one.
The priest unifies Abram Kerman and left the Chaldea where he stood.
Walked to Canaan with the doctrine of the one
for good. And the line of Shem to Abram 10th from Noah was addressed. In the 75 years in Chaldea was the priests expressed, and the doctrine of the one creator was the venture pressed. And the argument from irregularity the priests professed, and the Chaldean tumult drove the philosopher impressed. And the journey to the Canaan land the maker had confessed, and Josephus, Hecataeus, Nicholas had stressed. And I bowed my head and wrote the philosopher manifest. It's the first believer, and the one priest will say redress. One.